In this video tutorial we will see how waiting lists work. At the top right, you can select the language for your platform, and from this section, you can decide whether to work in light mode or in dark mode. In the third button in the settings menu, the waiting list default is set to automatic mode. It is better to leave it like this unless you have special needs. Let's see what happens with this yoga class, which has 5 people enrolled, 5 places available and 1 person on the waiting list. Now let's go into Agostino's profile and see what happens if he wants to get on the waiting list too. He goes into the yoga class that has 0 places, and if he tries to book himself, he's invited to be put on a waiting list. He gives the OK and, as you can see, he will see that he is on the waiting list, because it is marked in yellow here or in the booked area in the waiting list section. Now we do the refresh of the platform, and we see that Agostino has entered in 2nd position. Suppose one of these customers unsubscribes. When this happens, the system will begin to check if the first of the list has the requirements to pass to class. In this case, Oliver does not have them because he has an expired subscription, but it could be an expired medical certificate, or maybe he has no credits to pay for this activity, or, for example, he has exceeded the weekly limits. Agostino, however, has all the requirements to enter, so we go into Barney's profile and we unsubscribe. We return in the administrator's profile and, refreshing the page, as said, we see that Oliver remains on the waiting list while Agostino Adami passes to the lesson. Agostino will be advised that he has passed to the lesson through an appropriate email. If, on the other hand, none of them could pass to the lesson, there would still be a place available. And this would be reported to the administrator with a yellow outline. This means that there are people waiting who could not pass to the lesson. The yellow border also appears in the event that the administrator unsubscribes a customer without passing another one manually from the waiting list. The automatic mode is not used because BookyWay doesn't know why you are doing this manual operation. However, if the administrator clicks on the plus, he can pass the client to the activity, but first he would be notified if the customer does not qualify to pass. In this case, the client has his subscription expired and does not have enough credits, but as administrator, I can force the registration. Another thing that is reported is when there is an overbooking. Only the administrator can make an overbooking, for example, by registering Agostino to the yoga class. He is warned, but if he confirms, Agostino is enrolled. This is marked with a violet border around the activity. Everything we have seen on this desktop platform can be done through the mobile site platform. As administrator, you can find the activities in this section, and you can enter the booking page from this button.